Now, there was something that happened between the streams here. Well, we crashed last time at the end, and then I kind of forgot to use one of the autosaves to actually get the save back, so I had to do the start of the war again. So we've pushed back up until the kind of start of India here, and we still need to take Singapore. I think we may have done this a tiny bit quicker than previously. The war in Philippines, I think it's roughly the same well it was previously. I think. For the most part, anyway. Apparently there is an opening here. We might as well try utilize that. Not sure if we can actually take that or not. But we will see. Let's unpause real quick. Oh, they're attacking over here. It is quite a bit of troops. Got the Taiwan Strait modifier again. Let's send in one of the Mountaineer divisions to help defending that. I mean, it is mostly partisans that are attacking, so it's not actually that much, and we did have some time to dig in. Now, the troops over here are having a bit of a supply problem, so they are kind of stuck here. But we are currently trying to push out towards Dhaka again, and hopefully we can take that one fairly quickly. We are pushing the allies out of here. Now, how long until our troops get into Singapore? 14th, 20th, 15th, 20th, and 21st. So it's gonna take a while. And I don't want to move in the transport from here over there quite yet. I want to first take out the port and the air bases over there. They still will have this here, which is gonna be a problem most likely. But at the same time, I have faith in our landing craft that they can land in troops rather quickly. There's one battle over there, good. Italians want Lend-Lease, but we're not going to provide them that. Now, do we have any... We have started building a bit more light... Actually, we have an entire corps of light infantry here. Why don't we move these a little bit closer? Over there or something. Now, the supply situation is a bit of a problem. And I think the largest problem is this one. Katha, but it is currently under construction already. It should be right below the... Oh yeah, the first level is going to be... Or technically third level is going to be built in just 2 days. That shouldn't be a problem then. Or rather, it is a problem, but it will be fixed soon enough. Now, industry is doing fairly well. Got another tech knowledge out of here. Pole strike tactics sounds good. But hopefully, do we have... Oh, we only have 3 divisions over here. That's not very much. We could probably move some over there, one over there again, and one over there. We'll keep one as a reserve here. Hey Alexander, how long would this stream last? I'm not sure. At least 3 hours, maybe 4, but it's not going to be longer than 4 because I need to actually do some baking today. Bake some bread. Right, there was... Oh, right, we can now get the submarine text. I'm going to put those to the top, actually. And even the coastal submarine, put that one up as well. But yeah, about 3 or 4 hours. Now, ooh, we are taking a lot of damage here. How long will it take for this one? Quite a bit. Seems to be a fair bit of troops, but we might be able to delay them a little bit if we do an attack on them. That was in Panka. And we do have... Actually, no, we don't have them there. We do have the planes around here. They technically do have the race to do a ground attack over there. At least you help a little bit, but they are also suffering a little bit on the lack of supplies. Nations in the Himalayas are annoying. To some degree. They're a bit hard to get to. We have a lot of reinforcement coming in from there. I'm pretty sure that our troops in Singapore are, or next to Singapore are not quite ready yet. They're starting to get a tiny bit of supplies here. We can probably disperse some of the troops here. Bunker penetration bomb. Excellent. You over there? Actually spreading out the troops a little bit so the supply situation isn't quite as dire. Oh crap. They did have some troops over there. In time, let's stop that offensive, shall we? Come on. We'll move in another division there as a reserve, and I suppose we may have some troops here. These two at least are from the Philippines, so we'll just transfer them to Guangzhou. And that will hopefully do it. I mean, we don't have the strength to actually push through right now. Not reliably anyway, and at the same time we can easily defend our side of there. So what we'll do is... Actually, have we got on the airbase over here? It is level 1. We'll get that level 4 and then we'll start bombing the convoys coming in there. And that should cause some troubles for their supplies. And then we might be able to get across. Okay, so we got 4 units of partisans here. Make that 5. Well, a little bit extra troops here, so we'll just keep on moving forward. We're still having... yeah, we're kind of having supply problems there, but the problem should be getting somewhat relieved over here. At least the bottleneck over here has gotten the layer in infrastructure, which will increase the amount of supplies that can be moved in or moved through, but it's of course not quite enough. Over here required is 300 and we can currently transport 81, so that is a problem. Yeah, they are pushing pretty hard. We may need to pull back. And instead, yeah, we're gonna pull back both of these. Or all of these, actually. Just don't move up there. We lost 5,000 men towards them. Oh god. Well, we're working on getting some reinforcements up there. 2 divisions here might be able to defend. There's Greek division here. Semi-motorized. Now, since we are already pushing through there, might as well keep on going across the river. Hopefully it works. Only 3 divisions attacking now, and we are getting reinforcements rather soon. And more of the mountaineers up north. Okay, that is a long autosave, but we managed to do it. Okay, they are now attacking us here. I'm gonna pull these smaller corps back a little bit. Move up the corps over there. Oh, not smaller corps, the smaller division. It's not an actual division. And it's out of organization, but the other 2 should be able to defend quite nicely. They are mountaineers in mountains. Although they haven't really dug in all that much yet, but they will do that soon enough. Now how is the attack going there? We could use a bit of help, I suppose. Those 2 are taking... There were 3 before, so that if there's only 2 now, it's going rather well. And we defended the mountains, good. Let's see... Over here, right, that's the attack across the river, and we may need to stop that for a moment. Taking a bit too much casualties. Let's charge advances, excellent. Is that... That is actually ahead of time. Yes, we'll just cancel that one. In tanks, we are quite a bit behind, but in most other things we are doing alright. We can probably move you across the river there. We need to take out that one and then clear out this. Try to push across the river. It's probably going to be a bit harder than it sounds. We have plenty of divisions at the port there. Probably keep them moving. At least most of them. Maybe leave one defending the port for the time being. We do have the other light infantry corps coming up. But yeah, the supplies are the issue around here. For example, these are... well, they're getting some of their supplies there, but just not most of it. Hold on, how are the... oh crap, you need to stop attacking now. Or you destroy yourself. Right, so trying to do a counterattack, they are pulling most of their troops back, so that is going to give us some breathing room here. Unfortunately, they are also going to be able to breathe. Won the battle there. Oh, hold on, where's this? Or you need to move up. We'll soon start attacking that province again. We'll wait some of the troops to move out, I think, before we actually start attacking. They're sending in the tank regiment, but we got plenty of piercing attacks towards that. Defense and death has increased. Major victory in Tacloban. Did lose a fair bit of men there, but it's not the end of the world. We got over 4 million men in reserve. I think we can handle losing a little bit. All arms manufacturing, automotive manufacturing, those are the final levels on those two. Okay, and that tank regiment got breathing back quite heavily. I have a lot of troops on this side of the river, though we do need to drive them away. Managed to retake that one. Auxiliary production. And this one up north a little bit. Yeah, we got plenty of troops. Time to attack again. Pretty sure that we can give them some hell at least, so we'll actually widen in the front a little bit, so that is going to give them the envelopment penalty. It's not a huge one yet, but it's something at least. Not bombing in Bangkok. Oh, right. I mean, we do have our interceptors working over there. Fairly well, actually. Now, we got troops to attack Singapore. It's time to attack. Mostly headquarters, so that should not be too hard. And there's one partisan, there's one Iraqi cavalry division. And then there's one motorized, or semi-motorized division. And then it's most... Churchill is over here. Ooh. Interesting. Oh. Okay. I wonder what happens if and when we catch him. Might be a bad event for them or something like that. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. Project ground control, excellent. And we are doing a decent job in pushing them back here. Now bringing in some reinforcements that are immediately retreating. He plans to recruit colonial units after taking Delhi. Maybe for anti-partisan duty, but I do actually plan on making India as a puppet whenever I can. I don't think it's possible before the war ends though, so probably not something that will happen this stream. And this is probably the last stream anyway of this one, at least for the foreseeable future. I may play this off camera a little bit. I'll probably post some updates on my Discord. Okay, military police is trying to attack into the mountains. That sounds like a suicide mission. Ah, we got our first long-range submarines. Now the question is, where do we want to place them? I'm actually thinking about maybe Rangoon. I could then start convoy raiding around here with submarines. That might not be a terrible idea. Question is, will they actually notice that we have these here or not? I don't know. Put these under the Indian army group. And we should be getting another submarine tomorrow, and probably the final one after that. Or the day after that. Right, so the defenders over here are giving up right about now. They are moving a lot of troops down here, but we just need to dig in. And we should be able to defend. These two, they are taking rather, well, actually not that bad casualties. They're taking a lot of organization losses though. Which is fine by me. Okay, that's another submarine. I will actually, let me have a look. Do they have morale? Yes, they have insanely good morale. I'm good with that. Now the question is, how good convoy attack? Not a huge one. Not a huge one, but it can at least do a little bit damage. But these are very early submarine designs. Considering that it's already 1950. They are way obsolete. Looking forward to the Polish front in multiplayer. Would you post updates to Ben's Discord as well about this one? I might. Let's see, so... Hello, Ansang, how's it going? What group headquarters advance? I'm not sure if we have actually much in terms of attack delays anymore. We do, they are very small. There we go, we pushed the enemy back. They took about twice the damage. For casualties. Yeah, the troops are already ready to attack. Been awake for 22 hours. Oh god, that's a long time. How come? Oh crap, we're gonna need more supplies. That's 60. So we're building a lot of roads again. Some infantry, garrisons, and then a lot more roads, and then there's another nuclear reactor over there. I decided to keep it on the bottom this time, after the first one. Can't sleep. Ah, that's unfortunate. Aha, we got the infantry tank, and the army wants money again. And big entertainment show. Well, a bit low on cash right now. That should give us a bit more money, I believe. So it might turn out okay. And submarine morales go up even higher, that sounds good. Tank destroyers ahead of time. Need to cancel that one. We need to let some of our troops rest here for a few moments before we start. Ah, civilian. Unsung, thanks for the resub. 13 months. That's an interesting message, I have to say. Oh crap, there's Japanese uprising over here. Luckily, we can just move up over there without an issue. Occupy is probably big enough. We can build another big airfield though. They're trying to attack across the river here with a marine, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Oh, and Singapore. Have some of our troops being forced back? No, it's every division is still fighting, but Churchill having a bad time. There's still the 2 divisions over there fighting and Churchill, but that's about it. I'm not gonna need resource production. Or rather, I don't want to get the unrest from that. Now, a lot of the factories that we've been building have finished for the most part. There's still... well, there's still quite a few factories in production, but they're less and less. Nice sound. That's actually one of the sounds that yeah, Streamlabs has as default or default options, so it's one of those. But it is, I like it, so that's why I use it. Surrender Singapore, you can't win. Indeed, they cannot win. They don't necessarily know that yet, or they might know. Why's the French defending India? Because they're allies. And the French don't really have a homeland to defend right now. They're busy in Africa. Well, there's nothing in terms of war in Africa right now. The Allies control all of it. Yeah, the Iraqi cavalry has been... oh, and there goes Churchill. French Indonesia. Actually, that is a good point. They do have a little bit over here, but some of that is actually controlled by United States. But I don't have the navy to actually go in there. The Allies kind of control the seas. I can basically do some... oh, there's actually a Polish division that is defending. Oh, interesting. Well, they will fall. May need to pull back the 5th division though, they're taking quite heavy damage. It's Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan not neutral. I believe all of those joined the Axis at one point, then the British pummeled them, and now they are all British puppets basically, including Saudi Arabia. But yeah, if we have a look at diplomatic screen, fighting against all of Africa, basically, aside from Portugal and Spain. Those are the only ones that are not in war. But yeah, the Allies control Africa and Middle East. They are currently fighting in the Caucasus Mountains. Explains how they avoided derping around. Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, let's just send in Doomstack to kill off those partisans. Dhaka, I mean, it is only partisans, so they should be shattering rather quickly under fire. In the meanwhile... outside of the sea, I have a sea decree. I'll man my ship for a long-ass trip. Take a new country. Sounds good. Oh, by the way, Ansang, I don't know if you've been following the Aurora Forex series that I have on YouTube, but you will have a fighter designed after you. Just basically Messins, or armed with one Messin cannon, which bypasses all shields and armor, so you can, or your namesakes will try to destroy the enemy engines and such. Mountain raining increases, excellent. We'll probably put that one back to the top of the list, because we still need to get the morale on the horse or wagon regiments a bit higher. They have a lot of partisans over here, and we won the battle in Dhaka. Excellent. Move up some more troops, and apparently we need to move up another one of these Oh, right, this one is a bit of a bad situation because all the troops are spread around, so I'm not going to worry about that particular. I believe there are some other corps that we could still move up. Tiny bit at least. Oh, right, we got the reinforcements over here. Let's move them up over there. I love the Mezans as a general weapon. I don't have much experience with them yet, but I think they will be useful. The basic idea is that the Unsungs will go in, destroy the enemy engines, and then fall back, and or keep on fighting over there as long as they can. They're very lightly armored though, so they will probably die rather easily. But then there's going to be dropships that will bring in boring troops and take over the enemy ships once they are slow enough for the ships. Right, we can probably send in a little bit of troops from here over there. Then we've got a few more extra divisions here. I'll probably try to get across the river somehow here. I've got modular designs that reuse parts across many ships. To some degree, not entirely. "100% agree with that decision. You've been meaning to catch up on that series, watching the Supreme Ruler series." Ah, yeah, that's also been quite a fun one. Second echelon advances, destroyer, escort, gun turrets. Won the battle over there, excellent. Naval strike tactics, baiting advances. Is there... Not really anything. I mean, the commando unit might be okay, but I don't really need those. But yeah, both of those series have done actually quite well in terms of views. Being able to stock up gun sensors and engines are useful. That is true. Bit of a spoiler, but I have already gotten the magnetoplasma drives in what I've recorded. And I basically designed general use military engine, which has about 512 engine power. It's size 20, so it's not a full efficiency perhaps, but I've decided, since I've been having a lot of fuel problems there, so I decided to keep the fuel usage a bit low. So it's a general use, basically the 10,000 tons ships. Those have 2 of those engines, and then like one engine for each 5,000 tons. Doing a spreadsheet for planning, or just learn as I play by experience. I did do some planning around Christmas, like for a piece of paper, which I actually have right next to me here, but a lot of those plans have had to be scrapped because back at that time I didn't really have all the experience that I needed to designing. But I'm kind of you know, who has extra fuel. You just say, yeah, I haven't found Earth yet. It is in the series somewhere, and there is some sort of empire there, but I haven't found that system yet. Restriction plans in all provinces. Now I'm talking about the Aurora. Over here we don't actually have problems with oil. Rolling wings, excellent. Oh, we're following something in Singapore Strait. That sounds reasonable. How are we doing in terms of this battle though? We have taken a lot of damage. The Polish are slowly pulling back, I think. Oh well, they don't have any ways to retreat, but they will surrender eventually. Need to shuffle the troops back and forth over there every now and then.